raise him, see what he does. And now we just fold it. I would have expected if he had hearts there, he would have just went ahead and called me, but it's where information comes from. I wasted 200 chips to find out that I had 2 outs to win, pretty much. He could have had a 5 easily, and he could have had a king easily, so it's a good thing to get used to doing stuff like that. Since he, let's see, he had 1900 chips, which is not a lot less than me anymore, but when he leads out to you, he's probably getting to the point where he's either feeling like he is low on chips and he's going to bet a draw, or obviously bets a made hand. So, but with the raise there, we find out exactly what he had, I'm pretty sure. I think if he had hearts, he would just called, no matter what. I think he would have called there. So, Mr. Professor has played basically 50% of his 20 or 19 hands, so we're just going to go ahead and call and hope to hit good. We brick. He auto bets 100 and we get raise, so we just let it go. And he lets it go. I was actually going to raise if it was just me versus him, but he's playing way too many hands. That's the unfortunate thing. He's playing way too many hands and he only has 600 less chips than us starting the hand. And we haven't played very many at all. So I'm assuming he has something like King Queen or King Jack, since he just called the 3-bet instead of re-raising again. Obviously it's probably worse than that. So raising the button Queen Jack all day here. Hope it's just me and Professor, since he's crazy. And if we take the blinds, I'm happy, because Jack Queen is a good hand, especially on the button. It's pretty good, but it's not like I wouldn't lose 800 chips on it pre-flop, or go into a 4-bet war there, unless if it was suited I would. But although versus Professor I might, because he's playing 22 hands. This is the 23rd, and he's played 50 going into there. So he's played 11. Now he's played 12 up to 23. So back to no limit. I love this hand, but since we've got some pretty aggressive guys behind us, we're just going to let it go. Let's see, they both played 23. This is the 24th hand. He's played 43% Essex, and he's played 52%. Then we got 29 hands on Texas. He's played 28. 23 on Animal, he's played 32, 23 on him, and he's played 4% with 0 raises. So he is when he bets, you take notice. I'm assuming he has a 9 here with, or actually we'll wait to see what he does on the river. I was going to say, either had a 9 there with no kicker, or a kicker higher than you can make a straight with, or he had a flush the way he checked the turn, but most likely it was a 9, since that is the worst board ever just to have a 9 on. We would have straight, but we're not really getting very many playable hands, but it's just part of the game a lot of time where you go card dead for a while. So hopefully when we start getting down to the nitty gritty of our stack here, though, we at least get some playable hands to get our money in with. But hopefully we can get out of the card funk here and play some hands. I wish PokerStars actually had what Full Tilt had. One thing, I wish they had the bet the pot feature, where you could just click the button and it bets the amount that's in the pot. Like I would like to bet 175 here. I know it's not by any means a great deal more than the 150. That's the traditional raise at these limits. But psychologically, for someone to call just something that sounds a little more might make them fold something mediocre instead of trying to get lucky on you, or just not wanting to play like a small pocket pair or something out of position. I'm not sure, but I like the pot size bet for pre-flop stuff. Excuse me while I jumble ice in your ears. If he would have folded, and it came to me, I would have made it 175 pre-flop in position. And that would have been a good flop for us, but it's quite okay. And there's the nuts. I wish it was suited, because I would have raised anyway, no matter what, pre-flop. So, and they check all the way, and he just limped with ace-queen under the gun. And now he's just limping. I'm going to go ahead and raise this to 225. This nine's obviously not like a top tier hand, but I have position and it is six-handed. So, and look at that, I got the 125 for free. We got moved, and oh my goodness, look at who has 21,000 in chips. Probably one of the most aggressive players we've played with in a tournament in a long time. So that tells you he's either getting a lot of big hands since we've left, or he just keeps getting lucky. So, because he's playing, actually I don't think he really got, I don't remember if he got lucky or not. I know he had the big ace-king hand where he actually had the other guy's crush, but he was playing a lot of garbage. And it's no doubt that he's in first place right now, which actually makes me happy, because he's someone I'd like to take money off of. Yep, he's in first place by a lot. 13,000 in chips. See what he called with. Called with an 8. He had 8-9 there, and he called. It wasn't a lot of betting. Like, I could have got some money off him, though. He doesn't understand how bad he is of a player. Look at that. We have 22. Man, I don't understand why we only have 22 hands. I thought we had a lot more on him. But he's paid 78%. That's a lot. He's in position. He's gonna raise us there. I honestly would almost bet that we're ahead of him, but we're just gonna fold ace-8 and play something a little better. I'd actually rather play him in limit than in no limit right now, because he's just gonna hump any two cards for a good portion of our stack in no limit. So his bet sizing is pretty bad, though. He's just staying the same. He loses the queen. Oh no, he beat it. Okay, I gotta move this so I can actually read his cards. He had queen jack there, or 6-2. He had 6-2. Now see, we got a min raise. I need to make this a little higher, I think, with my position in the hand. He had 6-2 there. And I got raised back. That's not very good. Obviously calling since I have position, but we're in some deep dookie, and that's the worst flop we could have asked for. The best thing we can hope for is he has like pocket aces or ace-king, and he would check there, but that was one ugly flop. Things are not going our way right now. Okay, he's limping, so we're gonna actually, yeah, we're gonna put in a raise again. I'd like to just play me and him if we could for once. Good. Ace 10 3. With 2 callers, I'm in position. And he bets 400. I would almost guarantee he has a 10 there, but yeah, he has a pair of 10s. And he probably just did that. Tournament is not going our way right now, but we do have enough chips to double up or at least get back into a comfortable chip count. That ace or queen jack of spades hand really sucks, but what can you do? I'm gonna fold this one actually, which I probably shouldn't have done. I should have probably raised, but we're not on the greatest run right now, so play a little bit more conservative than we usually do, since we do have 3 players at our table playing more than 40% of their hands, which is just insane. He has Jack 4 spades, and he would have killed us. I think no matter what we bet on the turn, he's calling, because he's just, excuse me, absolutely crazy. Nine 8 in position. We're starting to get down to, well, we're back in limit too, by the way, which is good. Good thing to note. Basically in limit too now, since the betting is 120 to 240. That's 360 just for, I'm sorry, 120, 240, 520 for just pre-flop, flop, and turn, not even counting the river. That is a little under a third of our stack. See, we have ace high here. Crazy man is raising. I'm actually going to raise him back. Just because, man, I'm so surprised we got another player here. And now he bet out too. Jeez. I'm going to call for one street. Hope for a good turn card. That's a good turn card. I'm just going to call. That is a bad river card. The only thing I beat now is a king. Man. 2 callers. The best thing I can actually hope for is they both have ace under the king, not the 5 or the 6. Yeah, we took it down with the ace. So I wasn't folding there, but I was just wanted to run through the hands first. So that was actually very surprising that he called that, or bet on the turn. And now our crazy player, we're just going to go ahead and call and make it look like we have a really weak hand here. I'm going to